proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I store up in the end, so do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the chains for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like, fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like, every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Brady Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for?
Nothing yet, YG? Ain't sent me some.
Got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, tryna knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though. Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field man. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Show the fuck out, fuck. Got your ability back for the game too. Hey y'all boy, that music too loud, man. I bit loud when y'all see something. don't know, bit, bro. Let me load up. Let me load up. I paid tax. Money burning hole in my pocket. I just need something with ash. I'm gonna call my shit. Boss in that. I'm mad back. Yeah, my setting's good, man. If anybody shit, that's that nigga on some funny shit. Nigga call up King and online. Oh, nah, my shit good. The fuck nigga must be off.
Big Snoop Dogg got a mad and lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none.
Hey,
But
my
if you do,
dude.
come and get some. You tell your mama, you tell your daddy.
Nigga didn't know how much pay for the shoes.
This is mad territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is mad territory. Come
I
get
fucked
some.
around twice. I give him a sucker.
You ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me, watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
My trunk in the head, if y'all understand me.
Be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. Man, you suckers, y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Mad 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it.
I told you I got
cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad and lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. You tell your mama and tell your daddy. I tell the whole damn world this is mad territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. I tell the whole damn world this is mad territory. Come get some. If you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up on me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. Mankind when you suckers, y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Man 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.
I know, nah, nigga, I'm on this ramp on too. Jet pulled up, son. Say no fucking more. I ran all black too bit, bro. So y'all getting some highlighted color. The rest of the shit. That fucking time.
All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from
Broadcast still up.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Sit back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing what he knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be gone so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some to shoot. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. Death comes in threes.
Shit, the head out of here, nigga. Got comes in one. Throw it up some like a bird still. I'm saying like a caterpillar. I got pants like a
I got to put on, I got the bad one. They wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's crank up, fellas. You go home after this one.
On first down, it's Newton. Left side, and it's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
No, I don't know. I must have had to do it, bro. I fucking don't do that. Yeah, I'd rather just blitz on my linebackers to connect the corners also. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Back.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's what I do. Say. Check nickel. Jim.
They'll try the right side with Jones. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Watch the eye.
Got this shit up,
Check
right?
13.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense,
playoff game in another league, but I can hit him up.
guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check the backer, check the backer.
You know what?
Check 99, check 99. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 81. Check 3.
Let's see what they're going to do with you, okay?
They'll set up to throw. Able to intercept it. That's what he would like to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Just call me. Come on, the nigga you play look on right now. You ready? I don't know, bro. The Ravens or some shit. Some nigga. Alright.
They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Come on now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get him up, brother.
Try the right side with Howard. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Yeah, 1,000 times. 1,000 times. I ain't hit the road though because of the Roma shit.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Got some Jaegers, some Gorilla Glue. I got some White Buffalo on smoking on right now. That Jaeger from my like good price and all that.
Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's them enough? Nah, them edibles though. Oh. You know about it? You know about it? Yeah. That's the man, right?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Which one, though? You gotta let me know. I smoke my way. Yeah, right now. I ain't never had one.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
20.
When I fly out, stop. 15 and out. Huh? Go right there.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh my God, come on, my niggas.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Alcohol, satisfied. They're about to block somebody, man. We hit him. We out. We out.
Jones.
Oh, you told to hit him, bro?
He'll have a first down.
How you the best blocker
first down?
You
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Armstrong. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
He's checking. Crash.
My nigga, dog. It's I swear, bro, you be calling like 10,000 fucking K.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Showing it. Watch the safety creep. You up. You got tight right there. Hey, watch it.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
4 for 2. We got to see what the fucking who's book fucking say. Joe roll this for my nigga say. I slap, girl. I slap, dog. Slap, loud. Yeah, I see nigga be that out. Nah, I had this shit screenshotted, man, but I got a fucking 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Between the fucking league shit, man. Trusted a nigga phone.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Twice.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
You so down. You think I ain't got that blow?
No. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh!
And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Man, I should have hit you hard like I started. But I just saw this nigga finna burst wild over by his fucking self. And they couldn't get past that shit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Newton. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Contained, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals and indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive
lineman
get
whenever
they get a screen pass? Those get red. Well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Benjamin. And we have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old NFL 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's it. Bring it in. Let's go, defense.
This is Howard on second down. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nigga, though, boy. Yo, the fuck that wall.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Great.
I'm gonna do that though.
Let him know. Mike 2.
To the moon with it.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Check 3. Hey, turn it out. Check 3.
I'm like, where you gonna come in?
Right there, 54, right there. 50.
They'll look to throw here. His throw is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Cut.
Second and 10. Complete. Smith has it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Come down, you got to beat somebody. This nigga is in the man coverage. Beat somebody. Fuck, nigga.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Like that. Damn, I got to work hard.
They barely got back to the line of
Damn, I got to work real hard, my nigga.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, bit more. Hold y'all block, man. Block 2 in there.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception.
That's what he
Ordinarily,
gave me,
we look at the
bro.
offense and
What
say, what's going on with your scheme?
Bro?
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Niggas are disappointed about our position.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Blitz coming and down he goes. The safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Got a running back, too, Quan. That's a running back on you, Quan. That's how we do dots and push out.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Newton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side, Benjamin, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Well, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. The ball popped in the air. Intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Man, what the fuck?
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
Now I'm losing to it, nigga. I beat him. In the playoffs. Then I'll do that later on. You know how to answer all anything, nigga. Oh, wait, that shit down for me. Pick some shit. Don't come at me about some minute shit.
Like, to let the current house number of the average.
Thank you. Let me just hit this shit right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Speed up. I'm not all about
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got him. Check 43. Say. Check nickel. Jim.
Can you beat this nigga, bro? Can you beat this nigga, bro? You ain't slow.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I want to, bro, but I can't. I can't. Just because I see the point.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts that. They get him down, but not shot before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He didn't want to tackle him.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
SOS.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's tough because we also got to be a team game. Who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now. Find. Someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal.
Bro, beat the fucking man, bro.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's see what you got. Check safety, check safety. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 9, check 9. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Any weapon.
Come on, Rattler, but you ain't gonna...
Check 4.
2nd and 2.
On the top level of tripping, bro.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Yeah, bro, I couldn't do what the fuck I wanted to do, man. Look at the tripping.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
You ain't looking on the grid all the time, man.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 49.
Beat this fucking dude, bro.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Running with Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Come on, shut the fuck up.
Jordan Howard. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
Oh, my God, no. I hate
Extra point safely through.
And that
will extend this big lead.
Hey. I go show you my D-line, but you just... Ow.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Then a nigga running around with a fucking arm out.
This fielded at the 2.
Slow running and all that.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I mean, yeah, I was just debating if I want to fucking see the clock there, bro. Facts, man. Facts, yeah, bro.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Mike 2, Mike 2. Get that quarterback.
said the same thing, but I just look for the game because you got to upgrade receiver.
On first down, they run with Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They go with Howard again. There's the stiff arm. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a give, right side. Evans. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Which is crazy.
On second down, it's Howard. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Again, it's Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Switch up, switch up.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
But that shit is crazy.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Back. I didn't even know he had this nigga back there capable.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And then you see, my nigga, I'm going through a plethora of plays. Yeah, I'm starting from there, but I'm audible and hot round and shit. You feel me? Facts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Everybody hit on my niggas again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Every other team I got this play right here on the cover 2 killing. I try to even try.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, that's it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
In your face. Yeah, I have to do like 2-4 routes for you to get it there.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Oh, my God.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Straight up, bro. I had to punish him 2 games straight, bro. But then we went to Bucks and he get the lead. Yeah.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and then decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Armstrong. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Whistled down at the 8-yard line.
Well, partner,
yeah, man, he ain't Ronald Jones when we could. It was hard to
get it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Beat this nigga, man. Beat this nigga, bro. Can you do it? Can you do it?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Them boys definitely wanted it more than y'all.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Oh man, that nigga, I'm gonna tag it. Let me see what she's talking about.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch if you won't get it. You know they kept in the bottom and now it's lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I said no risk. Now that you wanna be famous, they hella the natives. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving, you be liking my flavor. I think it's cause
Y'all hear me now? Y'all boys seen that shit, huh? Hey, did you see that nigga running back home and all that? Hold up, bro. Let me show you. Watch this. What I told you, bro. What I told you, bro. Nah, I was over here calling my dog. Man, I'm on that round right now. So I thought I think I'm a little light about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, it was like one of them niggas was just brutalizing my niggas. Do you see that? Hey, did anybody see that offensive play? That nigga ran the ball, bro. And I was on Mika Fitzpatrick. You see that nigga? Man! Nasty! 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 Bro, I'm like, bro, I'm like, come on. Oh, but like you said, after already Blocking out one nigga, get him out the way. Went to Mika and just fucking nigga. What the fuck you thought? Bro, it's back. I just hold on. Let me see if bro hit me back there. I'm gonna change the motherfucking live because we already know that shit off there again. Bro, just it's the same, bro. Playoffs, right? Last year I had a bye week. I played him in the playoffs. No, the game before the playoffs. Beat the fuck out my Niners, bro. Beat the fuck out my Niners, right? Boom. I told him then, I text the nigga phone. Oh, you know what's fucking up there with you again, my nigga. You already know this shit. Boom. Played him with the Bucks. Beat the fuck out of him. New era. I mean, came back and smashed. Beat the fuck out of him. I was just telling my nigga the same shit over here, bro. Both times with the Niners, I done played this man was demolished tonight. I ain't changing up no schemes, schematics. You know, I'm hitting shit up. It's just, for some reason, I don't like them about the shit stuff. Mother niggas. Have you seen that play as if fake niggas got to pick on? When I said, bro, how you gonna beat this man? This man. It's a good thing I got Abraham on my system. So I would low key from the first play, right? That first play of the game, I rank committed. Mind you, my nigga, I can't tell you when the last time I fucking rank committed, bro. I play niggas, all I know they're gonna do is run the ball, bro.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the board is my home and there's so many bills. Cause burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like they know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. You do not fit me, I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard, go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part like from LeBron. Rings to the team, I'm projecting it hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
And then Bay trying to come to me about some fuckery, huh?
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm place how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, they went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Low, time to bring the bass bird.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Feel like ginger from casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, pass that like I'm Pino. Think I'm part Italian, but I'm Gino. Smells This is for myself, for the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by they sell. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Been a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this ride, I make a joke, everybody curse. I know I'm fine, but I'm not that fine.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Okay, what you want to do? What you think you do? Half? Go ahead. Yeah. So just give this to. Yeah. Just give this to half that option of what.
Ladies and gentlemen,
go from now. You say you ain't touched none of this.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
My brother won't do it, though. What they talking about? Yeah, they for his girl. He got one for his girl, too. Which one he got, though? It's chocolate.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dumb play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we line will move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn.
You say strawberry shortcake?
Live off the board, unlike you and your chest men.
Girl, that's the one they had now.
You and your yes men. And if we can't have days, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crown. You ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter, right?
Say this bitch smell like it's coming out the bottom, bitch.
Rock it like rocket. What you talking about? Space out your mind. Can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Yeah, that was one on right there. You got that smell. Yeah.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Ooh, Jimmy. They now showed him that bit out, man. Hey, they damn sure got down through though. Yeah, lock in. Yeah. I want to get one of these bitches.
Rocket fuel.
I want to get one of these bitches, but I don't. Yeah. He said. Yeah.
Blow your mind.
It got strawberry, it got peanut butter. Which one you got, Morty? So, I'm going to so.
Run it back.
I don't know.
That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Batman. That's the way my nag talking. I ain't never coming back the way the strand. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash when the money go. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap that fast to the money low. I'ma grab some man when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like 10-fold. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She and why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't getting too bad. My bag. First of the month, I'm running back.
He got another one. For his girl. He got another strawberry. They got down. They were down through that though. She said she was like, he got you down through that. So I got to see. I gotta let it stay. All I'm saying is see what it is. Once I know if it is, okay, I got it.
Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, show them skills. Yeah, I'm at it. You want it, you have it, you get it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it, hop at it. Rep for your bro, for your post, for your pockets. Ain't tripping, itching, drumming.
Yeah.
Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't back for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't playing with goods, dumbing out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Moving in that glowing hill. I'm giving they soul the chills. My true cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bitch, this way, but the deal. Say this one for your mom. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Go jump out the line and see the Tiger field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich and dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze or what I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Moving in that glowing hill, I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bitch, this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
What you think though? What? Peanut butter bread. What you think? What a bitch most? I can't think of what most people like. Like strawberry bread, peanut butter. And I'm trying to
I
think
had
what shit stick to bitches.
I had a black one. Blackberry. Blackberry was the fucking buzz like a little bit lighter than the Charlie, bro. Look at him.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fall down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. Trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute, I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Most of it when I have it though, I have some progress and all that, but I normally do it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back and laugh. Hey, how could you lie in my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the J's. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Half a pound, exactly. Yeah. With it. Once it's divided, we add 56 grams or 60 grams, and once it's divided, like 2 cans of time.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on the hater. You in the shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm a PC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. Two chains on my neck, pop on them, pop on them. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can piss me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been borrowing deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Got me booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
All I heard, you know what I mean? So that shit was good, but they was actually right here to the Friday, you know what I mean?
Yeah. To say what?
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on.
Yo.
In the pocket, no change. Okay, I might.